Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Russian Sari.
Chapter 4 according to the new NCERT Principle of Inheritance and Variation बहुत स्कोरिंग चैप्टर है, बहुत ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कंटेन करता है। शुरू करते हैं बिना किसी देरी के साथ अपना चैप्टर। मेंडल के लॉ पढ़ाए जाएंगे जो आपको मेंटल बिल्कुल भी नहीं बनाएंगे। इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ वन जीन, ठीक है, यानी एक जीन कैसे जाता है, दो जीन कैसे जाते हैं आगे प्रजननी में, कैसे सेक्स डिटरमाइन किया जाता है, कैसे बदलाव आते हैं डीएनए में, और कैसे डीएनए में बदलाव आने के बाद बीमारियां होती हैं। सब कुछ पढ़ाया जाएगा, सब कुछ पढ़ा जाएगा, सब कुछ पेपर में आएगा। सो पढ़ते रहिए। हैव यू एवर वंडर्ड व्हाई एन एलिफेंट ऑलवेज गिव बर्थ टू अ बेबी एलिफेंट एंड नॉट टू सम अदर एनिमल? सोचा होगा कभी? मैंने तो नहीं सोचा। वैसी बात है यार, एकदम सिंपल बात कि अगर हाथी का बच्चा है, हाथी है तो हाथी अपने हाथी के ही बच्चे को जन्म देगा, वो गधे घोड़े के बच्चे को जन्म नहीं देगा। ये इंसान का बच्चा नहीं निकल आएगा हाथी के अंदर से। वाई और वाई अ मैंगो सीड फॉर्म्स अ मैंगो प्लांट एंड नॉट एनी अदर प्लांट? अब कोई आम का पेड़ है तो वो आम ही देगा। आई लव आम। इस मौसम में आम बिल्कुल नहीं मिलते यार, अक्टूबर चल रहा है, कहाँ से मिलेंगे? If that they do are the offspring identical to their parents. ओके, उनके जो बच्चे हैं वो अपने पेरेंट्स जैसे दिखते हैं। और डू दे शो सम डिफरेंस इन सम ऑफ देयर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, और थोड़े थोड़े अलग भी हो सकते हैं। हैव यू एवर वंडर्ड व्हाई सिबलिंग्स समटाइम लुक सो सिमिलर टू ईच अदर? अपने बहन भाई से अपनी शक्लें मिलाई है, मेरे वालों से बिल्कुल नहीं मिलती एंड समटाइम मुझे शक भी होता है। समझ रहे हो? बट नहीं, मैं अपनी मम्मी पापा की हरकतें बिल्कुल डिट्टो है मेरी। मम्मी से भी मैच करती हैं आदि और पापा से भी मैच करती है, तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। और समटाइम्स इवन सो डिफरेंट। देखा, इन्होंने बोल ही दिया। कभी कभी सेम दिखते हैं बट कभी कभी अलग भी दिखते हैं, तो मैं उनमें से ही हूँ। These are several related questions are dealt with scientifically in a branch of biology known as genetics. इन सारे सवालों के जवाब हम एक ब्रांच ऑफ बायोलॉजी में दे देते हैं जिसका नाम है जेनेटिक्स। दिस सब्जेक्ट डील विद द इनहेरिटेंस, यानी क्या आगे बढ़ रहा है जनरेशन में, एज वेल एज द वेरिएशन ऑफ कैरेक्टर फ्रॉम पेरेंट टू ऑफस्प्रिंग, क्या बदलाव होके बढ़ रहा है। इनहेरिटेंस प्रोसेस बाय विच कैरेक्टर आर पास्ड ऑन फ्रॉम पेरेंट टू प्रोजेनी, मैंने पहले बता दिया, आई एम एडवांस देन एनसीईआरटी। इट इज द बेसिस ऑफ हेरिडिटी, यानी जो जा रहा है आगे उसका बेसिस है इनहेरिटेंस। वेरिएशन इज अ डिग्री बाय विच प्रोजेनी डिफर फ्रॉम देयर पेरेंट्स। ओके, वेरिएशन में बता दिया कि किस डिग्री पे अपने पेरेंट्स से डिफर खाते हैं, वो वेरिएशन कहलाता है। ह्यूमन न्यू फ्रॉम एज अर्ली एज 8000 to 1000 BC that one of the cause of variation was hidden sexual reproduction. They exploit the variations that were naturally present in the wild population of plant and animal to selectively breed and select for organisms that possess desirable characters. अब सिलेक्टिवली ब्रीड करते हैं कि भाई जो अच्छा प्रोडक्ट चाहिए हमें, अच्छे से ब्रीड करेंगे। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, थ्रू आर्टिफिशियल सिलेक्शन एंड डोमेस्टिकेशन फ्रॉम एंसेस्टर वाइल्ड काउस वी हैव वेल नोन इंडियन ब्रीड्स। अब क्या कर दिया, आर्टिफिशियली ब्रीड करवाया और अच्छी अच्छी गाय बना ली। अच्छी अच्छी गाय अच्छा अच्छा दूध देगी, और तो मुझे पता नहीं भाई क्या देती है। साहिवाल काउ इन पंजाब, कभी कभी पूछ लेते हैं भूले भटके। We must, however, recognize that though our ancestors knew about the inheritance of character and variation, they had very little idea about the scientific basis of this phenomenon. उन्हें पता था वेरिएशन और करेक्टर्स के बारे में, बट उन्हें ना ये साइंटिफिक क्राइटेरिया नहीं पता था। वो पढ़े लिखे थोड़ी ना थे यार, कैसी बातें करती है एनसीईआरटी। मेंडल्स के क्या लॉ थे, मेंडल जी के क्या लॉज थे? इट वॉज ड्यूरिंग द मिड 19th century, एज इट इज लाइन उठ के PYQ में, वॉज मेड इन द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस जॉर्ज मेंडल। आई डोंट नो ग्रेगोर मेंडल क्या पढ़ते हैं भाई इसको, मैं जॉर्ज पढ़ती हूँ, स्पेलिंग में कुछ नहीं रखा। कंडक्टिंग हाइब्रिडाइजेशन ऑन गार्डन पी फॉर 7 years 1856 to 1863। पता नहीं कितनी ही बार, हजारों बार, यानी 1856 बार ये पूछ रखा होगा। एंड प्रपोज द लॉज ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस इन लिविंग organism during Mendel investigation into inheritance pattern. It was the first time that statistical analysis and mathematical logic were applied to the problem in biology. एक मेंडल ही इकलौते एक शख्स थे जिन्होंने पहली बार बायोलॉजी में मैथ्स घुसाई थी। अब जो नॉन मैथ्स वाले बच्चे होंगे ना, जो सिर्फ बायो लेके पढ़ते हैं, PCM वाले, उनके लिए, PCB वाले, उनके लिए दिक्कत की बात है, PCMB वालों के लिए नहीं है, क्योंकि उन्हें तो थोड़ी सी भी मैथ्स होती है तो एकदम मौत आ जाती है. His experiment had a large sampling which gave greater credibility to the data that he collected. Also, the confirmation of his inference from experiment and successive generation on his test plant proved that his result pointed to general laws of inheritance rather than being unsubstantiated idea. फालतू का कुछ नहीं कर रहे थे, उन्होंने प्रूव करके दिखाया कि देखो जो कर रहे हैं ना वो लॉजिकल है. Mendel investigated character in the garden pea plant that were manifested as two opposite trait. Garden pea plant को उठाया क्यों, उसमें अपोजिट ट्रेट होता है, लंबा छोटा प्लांट, हरा और पीला सीड मतलब बीज. दिस अलाउड हिम टू सेट अप अ बेसिक फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ रूल ऑफ गवर्निंग इनहेरिटेंस. और एक बेसिक क्राइटेरिया बना लिया कि ऐसे ऐसे ही उठाना है, which was explained by later scientists to account for all the diverse natural observation and the complexity inherent in them. Mendel conducted such artificial pollination cross-pollination experiment using several true breeding pea plants. ट्रू ब्रीडिंग पी प्लांट्स यानी आपस में ही उन्हें ब्रीड करवाया जाता रहा. अ ट्रू ब्रीडिंग वाइन इज वन दैट हैविंग अंडरगॉन continuous replication self replication show the stable trait inherited in expression of several genes. Mendel selected 14 true breeding pea plant variety as pair, which was similarly except for one character with contrasting trait. Some of the contrasting traits selected were smooth or wrinkled seed, yellow or green seed, inflated full or constricted green और येलो पॉड एंड टॉल और ड्राफ्ट. भाई आगे टेबल में रट लेना एज इट इज, ये तो बस डायग्राम में दिखा दिया है. ठीक है, सीड शेप ऐसी होती है, ये होता है, वो होता है, टेबल में दे रखा है अपना अच्छे बच्चों की तरह सीक्वेंस में. स्टेम हाइट टॉल ड्रॉ, फ्लावर कलर वायलेट ग्रीन, ये इधर वाला सारे डोमिनेंट है और इधर वाले सारे रिसेसिव है. फ्लावर पोजीशन एक्सियल टर्मिनेंट, पॉट शेप इन्फ्लेटेड कॉन्स्ट्रिक्टेड, पॉट कलर ग्रीन येलो, सीड शेप राउंड रिंकल, सीड कलर येलो ग्रीन. अपना अच्छे बच्चों की तरह याद कर लो, टेबल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये पढ़ लिया हमने, आगे बढ़ते हैं. इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ वन जीन यानी मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस बेसिकली ये कहना चाहते हैं. लेट अस टेक द एग्जांपल ऑफ वन सच हाइब्रिडाइजेशन experiment carried out by Mendel when he crossed tall and dwarf pea plant to study the inheritance of one gene. फिगर में देख लेते हैं. टॉल एंड ड्रॉफ ले लिया इन्होंने, कहाँ दिखाया 4.2 में, यहाँ फिगर गलत दिख रही है, तो है तो यही है. स्टेप इन मेकिंग अ क्रॉस पॉलिनेशन. अच्छा, मेल फीमेल अलग कर ली भाई, मतलब आर्टिफिशियल करवा रहे हैं ना, तो अलग अलग करके यहाँ ये है फीमेल पेरेंट और ये है मेल पेरेंट. ठीक है, और आपस में क्रॉस करवा दिया. रिमूवल ऑफ एंथर इमैस्कुलेशन पढ़ ही रखा होगा, सेकंड चैप्टर में पढ़ाते हैं. आगे बढ़ते हैं, मुझे ना क्रॉस दिखा रखा होगा. ही कलेक्टेड द सीड प्रोड्यूस एज अ रिजल्ट ऑफ दिस क्रॉस एंड ग्रो देम टू जनरेट प्लांट ऑफ द फर्स्ट हाइब्रिड जनरेशन. अब इसके जो बीज थे वो ले लिए उन्होंने, पेड़ को साइड करा, कह रहा पेड़ नहीं लेने. दिस जनरेशन इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड द फाइलेरल प्रोजेनी और द F1. मेंडल ऑब्जर्व दैट ऑल F1 प्रोजेनी प्लांट वर टॉल. अब उसने क्या देखा, जो सीड लिए थे ना इनके, उन्हें ब्रीड करवाया और देखा कि सब जो है वो टॉल निकले. लाइक वन ऑफ इट्स पेरेंट्स नन वर ड्राफ्ट. अब इनके मम्मी पापा तो एक छोटा था एक बड़ा था. ठीक है, अब सारे प्लांट टॉल निकले. He made similar observation for the other pair of trait. He found that the F1 always resemble either one of the parent and that the trait of the other parent was not seen in them. Mendel then self-pollinated the tall F1 plant and to his surprise found that in the generation 2, phylyl क्या बोलते हैं यार इसको, some of the offspring were dwarf. The character that was not seen in the F1 generation was not expressed. The proportion of plant that were dwarf were 1/4 of the F2 plants, while 3/4 of the F2 plants were tall. The tall and dwarf trait were identical to their parental type and did not show any blending. That is, all the offspring were either tall or dwarf. None of were in between in height. In between height, similar results were obtained with the other trait that he studied. Only one of the parental trait were expressed in the F1 generation, while at the F2 generation both the trait were expressed in the proportion 3:1. The contrasting trait did not show any blending at either F1 or F2 stage. Based on these observations, Mendel proposed that something was being stably passed down unchanged from parent to offspring through the gametes over successive generation. He called these things as factors. Now we can call this as genes. Gene therefore are the unit of inheritance. They contain the information that is required to express a particular trait in an organism. Gene which code for a pair of contrasting traits are known as alleles, that is, they are slightly different form of the same gene. If we use alphabetical symbol for each gene, then the capital letter is used for the trait expressed at the F1 stage and the small alphabet for the other trait. For example, in case of the character of height, T is used for the tall trait and T for the dwarf, and T and T are the alleles of each other. Hence, in the plant, the pair of alleles for height would be T T T T T T. Mendel also proposed that in a true blending tall or dwarf P variety, the allelic pair of genes for height are identical or homozygous. Capital T, small t respectively. TT and TT are called the genotype of the plant, while the descriptive terms tall and dwarf are the phenotype. What could be the phenotype of a plant that had a genotype P and capital T? It would be tall. Tall and the last one is draw. अच्छा ऊपर से शुरू हो रहा है क्रॉस. टॉल और ड्राफ को करवाया, टॉल मिला फर्स्ट जनरेशन में. सेकेंड जनरेशन में एक ड्रॉप मिला, बाकी तीनों टॉल मिले, यानी 3:1 का रेशो हमें मिल चुका है. As Mendel found that phenotype of the F1 heterozygote TT to be exactly like the capital T parent in appearance, he proposed that in a pair of dissimilar factor, one dominate the other, as in the F1, and hence is called dominant factor, while the other factor is recessive. In this case, T for tallness is dominant over T for dwarfness, that is recessive. He observed identical behavior for all the other characters trait pairs that he studied. It is convenient and logical to use the capital and lower case of an alphabetical symbol to remember this concept of dominance and recessiveness. Do not use capital D for tall and small d for dwarf because you will find it difficult to remember whether T and D are the allele of same gene character or not. यानी टी और डी हम यूज नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि फिर हमें कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट होगी. तो फॉर द सेक ऑफ आर इजीनेस उन्होंने टी ही रखा. Allele can be similar as in the case of homozygote TT and can be dissimilar in the case of heterozygote capital T small t. Since the TT plant is heterozygous for genes controlling one character height, it is monohybrid, and the cross between capital T and small t is a monohybrid cross. From the observation that the recessive parental trait is expressed without any blending in the F2 generation, we can infer that when the tall and dwarf plant produce gamete by the process of meiosis, the allele of the parental pair separate or segregate from each other, and only one allele is transmitted to a gamete. This segregation of allele is a random process, and so there is a 50% chance of a gamete containing either allele. Okay, as has been verified by the result of the crossing, in this way the gametes of the tall TT plant have the allele T, and the gamete of the dwarf small t plant have the allele small t. During fertilization, the two alleles capital T from one parent, say through the pollen, and small t from the other parent, then through the egg, are united to produce zygote that have one capital T allele and one small t allele. In other words, the hybrid have capital T small t. Since these hybrid contain allele which express contrasting traits, the plants are heterozygous. The production of gamete by the parents, the formation of the zygote, the F1 F2 plant can be understood from a diagram called Punnett square as shown in figure 4.4. यही फिगर है, ये ना ये नीचे आ गया, इससे यहाँ पर आना है इसको. ये मेरी गलती नहीं है, पीडीएफ वालों ने पीडीएफ गलत बनाई है. ठीक है, ये दिखाया गया है पुनेट स्क्वायर पूरा. सबको सॉल्व करना आता होगा, सेल्फिंग करा देंगे. यहाँ से कैपिटल टी स्मॉल टी आ जाएगा इस वाले पोर्शन से, फिर उसके सेल्फिंग करा देंगे, देन हमें 3:1 का रेशियो मिल जाएगा फिनोटाइप का, जीनोटाइप का मिल जाएगा 1:2:1 का। इम्पॉर्टेंट है, क्वेश्चन आते हैं इससे। It was developed by a British geneticist, Reginald C. Punnett. It is a graphical representation to calculate the probability of all possible genotype of offspring in a genetic cross. The possible gamete are written on two sides, usually the top row and left column. All possible combinations are represented in boxes below in the squares, which generate a square output form. The Punnett square show the parallel tall capital T male and dwarf small t female plant. The gamete produced by them and the F1 TT progeny. The F1 plant of genotype TT are self pollinated. जो डायग्राम में दिखाया वो सब लिख दिया है यहाँ पे। The symbol are used to denote female egg and male egg, प्लस साइन वाला फीमेल, मेल वाला एरो, ठीक है, of the F1 generation respectively. The F1 plant of the genotype when self pollinated produce gamete of the genotype capital T and small t in equal proportion. When fertilization take place, the pollen grain of genotype capital T and a 50% of chance to pollinate egg of the genotype capital T as well as of genotype small t. Also, pollen grain genotype small t have a 50% chance of pollinating egg of the genotype capital T. सब बकवासबाजी है, सबको पता होता है यार इतना तो, कि 50% चांसेस है अगर दो हैं तो। As well as of genotype small t. As a result of random fertilization, the resultant zygote can be of the genotype capital T, small t और small t. मुझे ये बिल्कुल वेस्टेज लग रहा है पढ़ना, बट वही है ना, कोई भी लाइन छोड़ नहीं सकते, कहीं से भी क्वेश्चन दे देंगे, उनके तो पापा जी का राज चलता है ना। From the Punnett square, it is easily seen that 1/4 of the random fertilization lead to TT, half lead to TT, and 1/4 lead to TT. Through the F1 have a genotype of TT, but the phenotype character seen is tall. At F2 3/4 plant are tall, where some of them are TT while other are TT. Externally, it is not possible to distinguish between the plant with the genotype capital T and capital T small t. Hence, within the genotype pairs capital T small t, only one character capital T tall is expressed, and the character capital T or tall is said to be dominant over the other allele small t or dwarf character. It is thus due to this dominance of one character over the other that all the F1 are tall, though the genotype is capital T small t, and in the F2 3/4 of the plant are tall, though genotypically 1/2 are capital T small t and only 1/4 are capital T. This lead to a phenotypic ratio of 3/4 tall, 1/4 capital T plus 1/2 capital T small t and 1/4 small t, that is 3:1 ratio, but genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. The 1/4, 1:2, 1/4 ratio of capital T, small t is mathematically condensable to form of the binomial expression ax plus by is that has the gamete bearing gene T or T in equal frequency of half. The expression is expanded as given below. पूरा सॉल्व करके दिखा दिया है आपको, और लास्ट में आया है ये जो आंसर ऊपर डिस्कस कर रहे हैं हम लोग। Mendel self-pollinated the F2 plant and found that dwarf F2 plant continued to generate dwarf in F3 and F4 generation. He concluded that the genotype of the dwarf was homozygous TT. Why do you think he would have got had he self-pollinated a tall F2 plant? From the preceding paragraph, it is clear that though the genotypic ratio can be calculated using mathematical property by simply looking at the phenotype of a dominant trait, it is not possible to know the genotypic composition. That is, for example, whether a tall plant from F1 or F2 has capital T or capital T small t composition cannot be predicted. Therefore, to determine the genotype of a tall plant at F2, Mendel crossed the tall plant from F2 with a dwarf plant. This he called a test cross. In a typical test cross आता है, ठीक है, मतलब क्वेश्चन आता है इस पे। इन अ टिपिकल टेस्ट क्रॉस एन ऑर्गेनिज्म pea plant here showing a dominant phenotype and whose genotype is to be determined is crossed with the recessive parent instead of self crossing. The progeny of such a cross can easily be analyzed to predict the genotype of the test organism. Show the figure 4.5 show the result of a typical test cross where violet color flowers is dominant over the white color flowers. पुनेट स्क्वायर भी दिखाया गया है इसका और सब कुछ अभी देख लेते हैं आगे जाके. ये डायग्राम में दिखा दिया है. पहले होमोजाइगस कंडीशन, इधर हेटेरोजाइगस कंडीशन. प्योर वाले ले लिए, इनका जीनोटाइप मिल गया हमें WW, फिर उसको सेल्फ करवा दिया तो हमें हाफ मिले. ओके. Based on his observation of monohybrid crosses, Mendel proposed two general rules to consolidate his understanding and inheritance in monohybrid crosses. Today, these rules are called the principle or law of inheritance, the first law or law of dominance, and the second law of segregation. Law of dominance. Characters are controlled by a discrete unit called factors. Second factor occur in pair. In a dissimilar pair of factor, only one member of the pair dominate and the other recessive. The law of dominance is used to explain the expression of only one of the parental characters in a monohybrid cross in the F1 and the expression of both in the F2. It also explains the proportion of 3:1 obtained at the F2. Law of segregation. This law is based on the fact that the allele do not show any blending and that both the characters are recovered as such in the F2 generation. Though one of these is not seen at the F1 stage, though the parent contains two alleles during gamete formation, the factor or allele of a pair segregate from each other such that a gamete receive only one of the two factor. Of course, a homozygous parent produce all gametes that are similar, while a heterozygous one produce two kind of gametes, each having one allele with equal proportion. Incomplete dominance. इनकम्प्लीट डोमिनेंस में भी अच्छे खासे क्वेश्चन आते हैं. When experiment on T were repeated using other trait in other plant, it was found that sometimes F1 had a phenotype that did not resemble either of the two parent and was in between the two. The inheritance of flower color in the dog flower, snapdragon or Antirrhenium sp is a good example to understand incomplete dominance. In a cross between true breeding red flower R, and true breeding white flower small r, the F1 RR was pink. इंकी पिंकी पोंकी. आर और आर को क्रॉस कराया तो हमें ये नहीं मिला यहाँ पे कि रेड मिला या वाइट मिला, हमें पिंक मिला नया. When the F1 was self-pollinated, the F2 resulted in the following ratio 1:2:2. यानी 4 में से एक जो रेड है, 2 पिंक है और एक जो है वो वाइट है. Here the genotype ratio were exactly as we would expect in any Mendelian monohybrid cross, but the phenotype ratio had changed from 3:1 recessive ratio, the dominant is to recessive ratio. What happened was the R was not completely dominant over R, and this made it possible to distinguish RR as pink and RR red and RR white. Explanation of the concept of dominance. What exactly is dominance? Why are some alleles dominant and some recessive? To tackle this question, we must understand what a gene does. Every gene, as you know by now, contains the information to express a particular trait in a diploid organism. There are two copies of each gene, that is a pair of alleles. Now, these two alleles need not always be identical as in heterozygote. One of them may be different due to some changes that it has undergone, about which you will read further on and in the next chapter, which modify the information that particular alleles contain. Let's take an example of a gene that contains the information for producing an enzyme. Now there are two copies of this gene. The two allele The two allelic forms, let us assume, as is more common that the normal allele produce the normal enzyme that is needed for the transformation of a substrate, as theoretically the modified allele could be responsible for the production of the normal less sufficient enzyme, non-functional enzyme, or no enzyme at all. In the first case, the modified allele is equivalent to the unmodified allele, that is, it will produce the same phenotype trait. ठीक है. The result in the transformation of substrate as such equivalent allele pair are very common, but if the allele produce a non-functional enzyme or no enzyme, the phenotype may be affected. The phenotype trait will only be dependent on the functioning of the unmodified allele. The unmodified functioning allele, which represent the original phenotype, is the dominant allele, and the modified allele is generally the recessive allele. Hence, in the above example, recessive trait is seen due to non-functional enzyme or because no enzyme is produced. इस वाले पूरे प्रोसेस में क्या दिखाया है कि अगर जो रिसेसिव वाला पार्ट है वो तभी दिखेगा जब या तो वो एंजाइम प्रोड्यूस ही नहीं करेगा या फिर नॉन फंक्शनल एंजाइम प्रोड्यूस करेगा. ठीक है. कोडोमिनेंस. Till now we were discussing crosses where the F1 resemble either of the two parent dominants or was in between incomplete dominant. But in the case of codominance, the F1 generation resemble both parent. A good example is different type of red blood cell that contain ABO blood grouping in human being. ABO blood group are controlled by the gene I. The plasma membrane of the red blood cell has sugar polymer that protrude from its surface, and the kind of sugar is controlled by the gene. The gene I has three alleles, IA, IB, and I. The allele IA and IB produce a slightly different form of the sugar, while allele I does not produce any sugar. Because human are diploid organism, each person possesses any two of the three I gene. Alleles IA and IB are completely dominant over small I. In other words, when IA and I are present, only I expresses because I does not produce any sugar. When IB and I are present, IB expresses, but when IA and IB are present together, they both express their own type of sugar. This is because of codominance. Hence, red blood cell have both A and B type of sugar. Since there are three different alleles, there are 6 different combination of the three alleles that are possible, and therefore total 6 different genotype of the human ABO blood type. How many of the phenotype are possible? phenotype देख लो कितने टाइप का पॉसिबल होगा. 1 2 3 4 4 टाइप के फिनोटाइप और 6 टाइप के जीनोटाइप. पूरी टेबल इंपॉर्टेंट है, कभी भी कहीं से भी क्वेश्चन उठा के बना लेते हैं. और ये तो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन में भी है चैप्टर में, तो उसको ध्यान रखें. डू यू रियलाइज दैट द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एबीओ ब्लड ग्रुपिंग ऑल्सो प्रोवाइड अ गुड example of multiple alleles? Here you can see that there are more than 2, that is 3 allele governing the same character. Since in an individual only 2 alleles can be present, multiple alleles can be found only when population study are made. Occasionally a gene product may produce more than one effect. For example, starch synthesis in pea plant is controlled by one gene. In it has 2 alleles, B and B. Starch synthesis effectively by baby homozygote, and therefore large starch grains are produced. In contrast, BB homozygote have lesser efficiency and starch synthesis and produce smaller starch grains after maturation of the seed. BB seed are round and the BB seed are wrinkled. Heterozygotes produce round seed, and so B seem to be the dominant allele, but the starch grain produced are intermediate size in BB seeds. So if the starch grain is considered as the phenotype, then from this angle the allele show incomplete dominance, क्योंकि बीच में एक नया टाइप का ही मिल रहा है ना. ना तो वो रिंकल्ड मिल रहा, ना ही वो राउंड मिल रहा, कुछ इंटरमीडिएट साइज का मिल रहा है. Therefore, dominance is not an autonomous feature of a gene or the product, and it has information for. It depends as much on the gene product and the production of a particular phenotype from this product as it does on the particular phenotype that we choose to examine, in case more than one phenotype is influenced by the same gene. Inheritance of two genes, यानी डाइहाइब्रिड क्रॉस पे आ गए हैं हम. Mendel also worked with N cross pea plant that differed in two character, as is seen in the cross between a pea plant that has seed with yellow color and round shape and one that has seed of green color and wrinkle shape. Mendel found that the seed resulting from the crossing of the parent had yellow colored and round shaped seed. Here you can tell which of the character in the pairs yellow green color round wrinkled shape of dominant was dominant. Thus yellow color was dominant over green and round shape dominant over wrinkled. These results were identical to those that he got when he made separate monohybrid cross between yellow and green seeded plant and between round and wrinkle seeded plants. यानी डाईहाइब्रिड क्रॉस भी अगर उसको तोड़ दिया जाए, दोनों ट्रेड्स को अलग कर दिया जाए, तो वो अलग अलग मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस है. ठीक है. लेट अस यूज द जीनोटाइपिक symbol Y for dominant yellow seed color and Y for recessive green seed color, R for round shape seed and small r for wrinkle shape seed. The genotype of the parent can then be written as capital R, capital R, capital Y, small r, y, y. The cross between the two plants can be written down as in figure 4.7, showing the genotype of the parent plant. The gametes this unite on fertilization to produce F1 hybrid. This, when Mendel self hybridized the F1 plant, he found that 3 by 4 of F2 generation had yellow seeds and 1 by 4 had green. The yellow and green colored segregated in a 3:1 ratio, round and wrinkle seed shape, also segregated in 3:1 ratio, just like monohybrid cross. फिगर देख लेते हैं. कैपिटल आर, कैपिटल वाई, स्मॉल आर, और उसको फिर ये वाला मिल गया हमें F1 और इसके बाद इसको सेल्फ पॉलिनाइज करा दिया. इसका रेशो याद रखें 9:3:3:1. राउंड येलो, राउंड ग्रीन, रिंकल येलो, रिंकल ग्रीन. लॉ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट असॉर्टमेंट इन द डाई हाइब्रिड क्रॉस फिगर 4.7 जो हम अभी देख कर आए हैं हम. द फिनोटाइप राउंड येलो रिंकल्ड yellow, round green, wrinkled green appear in the ratio. Such a ratio was observed for several pair of characters that Mendel studies. Thus, the ratio can be derived as a combination of series of 3 yellow, 1 green with 3 round, 1 wrinkled. This deviation can be written as follows: 3 round, 1 wrinkled, 3 yellow, 1 green, 9 round yellow, 3 wrinkled येलो, 3 राउंड ग्रीन, 1 wrinkled ग्रीन. कभी ऐसा क्वेश्चन आया नहीं है तो ज़्यादा ध्यान देने की जरूरत नहीं क्या क्या लिखा हुआ है. बेसिकली उसको ही लैंग्वेज में लिख दिया है जो हम रेशो याद करते हैं. Based upon such observation on dihybrid crosses between plant differing in two traits, Mendel proposed a second set of generalization that we call Mendel law of independent assortment. The law states that when two pair of traits are combined in a hybrid, segregation of one pair of characters independent of the other pair of characters. The Punnett square can be effectively used to understand the independent segregation of the two pair of genes during meiosis and the production of eggs and pollen in the F1 capital R, small r, capital Y, small y plant. Consider segregation of one pair of gene capital R and small r. 50% of the gamete have the gene capital R and the other 50% have small r. Now, beside each gamete having either capital R or small r, it should also have the allele capital Y or small y. The important thing to remember here is that segregation of 50% capital R and 50% small r is independent from the segregation of 50% capital Y and 50% small y. Therefore, 50% of the R bearing gamete has Y and the other 50% has small y. Similarly, for R ये वाली चीज भी है, R के साथ भी सेम है. Thus, there are 4 genotype of gamete, 4 type of pollen and 4 type of eggs. The 4 type are this, each with a frequency of 25% or 1/4 of the total gamete produced. When you write down the 4 type of eggs and pollen on the two sides of a Punnett square, it is very easy to derive the composition of the zygotes that give rise to the F2 plant. Although there are 16 square, how many different type of genotype and phenotype are formed? Note that in the format given कुछ नहीं है ये, ठीक है। आगे बढ़ते हैं। क्रोमोसोमल थ्योरी ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस। मेंडल पब्लिश हिज वर्क ऑन इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ कैरेक्टर्स इन 1865, बट फॉर सेवरल इयर्स इट रिमेन अनरिकॉग्नाइज्ड टिल 1900। और जो क्या रीजन थे, किस वजह से वो अनपब्लिश रहा? फर्स्टली, कम्युनिकेशन वाज नॉट इजी एज इट इज नाउ पॉसिबल in those days, and his work could not be widely published. Secondly, his concept of gene or factor, in Mendel's words, as stable and discrete unit that control the expression of traits and of the pair of alleles which do not blend with each other and not separated by his contemporary, as an explanation for the apparently continuous variation seen in nature. मैथ समझ में नहीं आई ना उसकी, वो भी एक रीजन था। अच्छा दे रखा है थर्डली में, हाँ। कम्युनिकेशन नहीं थी, स्टेबल और डिस्क्रीट यूनिट उन्हें समझ में नहीं आया कि ये कहना क्या जा रहे हैं। थर्डली, अप्रोच ऑफ यूजिंग मैथमेटिक्स टू एक्सप्लेन बायोलॉजी फिनोमेना वाज टोटली न्यू एंड अनएक्सेप्टेबल to many of the biologists of his time. Finally, though Mendel work suggested that factors gene were discrete unit, he could not provide any physical proof for the existence of factors or so that what they were made of, वो बता नहीं पाया था, ठीक है। बट उसका यही था दिमाग में कि भाई कुछ ना कुछ तो है, जिसको फैक्टर्स बोल दिया था उन्होंने। In 1900, three scientists, Devaris, Correns, and von Teschermack, independently rediscovered Mendel's result on the inheritance of characters. ये महान तीन साइंटिस्ट ने जिन्होंने दोबारा रीडिस्कवर करा उस चीज को। Also, by this time, due to advancement in microscopy that were taking place, scientists were able to carefully observe cell division. This led to the discovery of structure in the nucleus that appeared to double and divide just before each cell division. These were called chromosome-colored bodies, as they were visualized by staining. By 1902, the chromosome movement during meiosis had been worked out. Walter Sutton and Theodore Boveri noted that the behavior of chromosome was parallel to the behavior of gene and used chromosome movement to explain Mendel's law. Recall that you have studied the behavior of chromosome during mitosis, equational division, and during meiosis, reduction division. The important things to remember are that chromosome as well as gene occur in pair. The two alleles of a gene pair are located on homologous side on homologous chromosome. देख लेते हैं क्या दिखाया है 4.8 में। इन्होंने हमें म्योसिस एट F1, ठीक है, सेल विद 4 क्रोमोसोम, यानी 4 क्रोमोसोम ले लिए, 1 2 3 4, ठीक है। कैन यू सी हाउ क्रोमोसोम सेग्रीगेट? अब हमने देखा कैसे सेग्रीगेट करते हैं। बाइवेलेंट से म्योसिस 1 एनाफेज में आए, इस फॉर्म में आ गए। म्योसिस सेकेंड एनाफेज में आ गए, इस फॉर्म में आ गए। लास्ट में आकर बिल्कुल सेपरेट हो गए, ठीक है। ये टेबल है बेसिकली। दिस वन इज जीन, लिख लो, बहुत बार क्वेश्चन आया है, अभी लास्ट ईयर भी आया है शायद इस पे, तो 2024 में। और ये है क्रोमोसोम। ज़्यादा डिफरेंस दिमाग लगाओगे तभी समझ में आएगा, अदरवाइज समझ में आएगा नहीं। और इतना दिमाग लगाने की ज़रूरत नहीं, मेरी मानो तो याद कर लो, ठीक है। अकर इन पेयर बिल्कुल सेम है, इसमें तो तुम कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं कर सकते। Segregate at the time of gamete formation. Segregate at gamete formation and only one of each pair is transmitted to a gamete, such that only one of each pair is transmitted to a gamete. ये भी almost same सी लाइन है। Independent pairs segregate independently of each other. One pair segregate independently of another pair. बस ये थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस इसमें और थोड़ा सा इसमें, ज़्यादा घोल घपाले की जरूरत नहीं है। एग्जैक्ट लाइन उठ के आती है, याद कर लो, ये जीन है, ये क्रोमोसोम है, मैंने तो याद कर रखा है भाई। During anaphase of meiosis 1, the two chromosome pair can align at the metaphase paired independently of each other. To understand this, compare the chromosome of 4 different colors in the left and right column. In the left column, possibility 1, orange and green is segregated together, but in the right column, possibility 2, the orange chromosome is segregated with the red chromosome. One long orange and short green chromosome and long yellow and short red chromosome at the same pole, ठीक है। यहाँ पे है वन लॉन्ग ऑरेंज एंड शॉर्ट रेड, शॉर्ट ग्रीन, शॉर्ट रेड क्रोमोसोम एंड लॉन्ग येलो एंड शॉर्ट ग्रीन क्रोमोसोम एट द सेम पोल। सेपरेट हो गए, बिल्कुल सेम ही दिखाया जैसे ऊपर दिखाया था, उसी तरीके से ये भी सेपरेट हो गए हैं। इंडिपेंडेंट असॉर्टमेंट दिखाया, यानी क्रोमोसोम्स का अलग होना। सटल एंड बोबरी, हो जाओ भाई नॉर्मल। Argued that the pairing and separation of a pair of chromosomes would lead to the segregation of a pair of factors they carried. Sutton united the knowledge of chromosomal segregation and Mendelian principle and called it chromosomal theory of inheritance. Following this synthesis of idea, experimental verification of the chromosomal theory of inheritance by Thomas Morgan, Hunt Morgan and his colleague led to discovery the basis for the variation that sexual reproduction produced. Morgan worked with the tiny fruit flies Drosophila melanogaster 4.10, male and female, male है छोटा, female है बड़ी, which were found very suitable for such studies. They could be grown in simple synthetic medium in the laboratory. They complete their life cycle in about 2 weeks, and a single mating produced a large number of progeny flies. Also, there was clear differentiation of the sexes. The male and female are easily distinguishable, and it has many type of heredity variation that can be seen with low power microscope. पूछा जाता है इन सब में से कि क्यों लिया गया डोर्सोफिला मेलानोजेस्टर को। रिकॉम्बिनेशन एंड लिंकेज, Morgan carried out several hybrid crosses in Drosophila to study genes that were sex-linked. The crosses were similar to the dihybrid cross carried out by Mendel in peas. For example, Morgan hybrid dyes yellow-bodied, white-eyed females to brown-bodied, red-eyed males and intercrossed their F1 progeny. He observed that the two genes did not segregate independently of each other, and F2 ratio deviated very significantly from 9:3:3:1 ratio expected when two genes are independent. ठीक है, अब वो वाला रेशो भी डिस्टर्ब हो गया। क्यों डिस्टर्ब हो गया? क्योंकि एक ही क्रोमोसोम पे दो करेक्टर्स पाए जाएंगे और वो ब्लेंड होते हुए दिखाई देंगे। क्योंकि मेंडल ने तो बोला ब्लेंडिंग नहीं होती, क्योंकि उन्होंने जो लिए वो अलग अलग क्रोमोसोम पे थे करेक्टर। अब जो है वो करेक्टर सेम क्रोमोसोम पे होंगे, इसलिए ब्लेंड होते हुए दिखाई देंगे। और इसमें क्या था कि फीमेल की पीली बॉडी है, सफेद आंखें हैं, मेल की ब्राउन बॉडी है, लाल आंखें हैं, रेड फ्लेक्स लीड टू मैन। ठीक है, ऐसे याद कर सकते हैं आप। Morgan and his group knew that the genes were located on the X chromosome section 4.4 and saw quickly that when the two genes in a dihybrid cross were studied on the same chromosome, the proportion of parental gene combination were much higher than the non-parental type. Okay, Morgan attributed this to the physical association or linkage of two genes and coined the term linkage. The parental ज़्यादा दिखेगी recombination से, तो वो linkage वहाँ पे ज़्यादा हुई है to describe this physical association of gene on chromosome, and the term recombination to describe the generation of non-parental gene combination. आगे देख लेंगे अभी। Morgan and his group also find that even when genes were grouped on the same chromosome, some genes were very tightly linked, show very low combination cross A, while others show very loosely linked, showed higher recombination cross B. For example, he found that the gene white and yellow were very tightly linked and show only 1.3% recombination, while white and miniature wing show 37.2% recombination. His student Alfred Storet used used frequency of recombination between gene pair on the same chromosome as a measure of the distance between gene and mapped their position on the chromosome. Today, genetic maps are extensively used as a starting point in the sequencing of whole genome, as was done in the case of human genome sequencing project described later. ठीक है, क्या दिखाया गया है? अब डायग्राम आ गया है तो डायग्राम को देख ही लेते हैं। क्रॉस ए एंड क्रॉस बी, येलो और वाइट फीमेल है ना, ये येलो और वाइट फीमेल, वाइल्ड टाइप मेल। ठीक है, यहाँ पे वाइट और मिनिएचर फीमेल है और वाइल्ड टाइप मेल है। दोनों को क्रॉस कराया आपस में और पाया कि लिंकेज जो है वो ए वाले क्रॉस में ज़्यादा निकली। दैट मीन्स येलो और वाइट आए जो है वो टाइटली लिंक्ड है। अभी ऊपर हमें समझाया भी था इस वाली चीज को। वाइट और मिनिएचर जो है वो इतना टाइटली लिंक नहीं है। Result of two dihybrid cross conducted by Morgan cross A show crossing between gene Y and W cross B show crossing between W and M. Here dominant wild type allele are represented with plus sign in superscript. Note the strength of linkage between X and Y is higher than W and M. Okay. वही चीज की लिंकेज इसमें ज्यादा है येलो और वाइट में। वाइट और मिनिएचर में इतने लिंकेज नहीं है। उसका परसेंटेज ही आता है मोस्टली पूछने में कि भाई कितना कौन सा परसेंटेज शेयर कर रहा है। नेक्स्ट इज पॉलीजेनिक इनहेरिटेंस। काफी ज्यादा बड़ा हो गया है, अब ठीक है साइज। Mendel studies mainly describe those traits that have distinctly alternate forms such as flower color, which are either purple or white. But if you look around, you will find that there are many traits which are not so distinct in their occurrence and are spread across the gradient. For example, in human, we don't just have tall or short people as two distinct alternatives, but a whole range of possible heights. Such traits are generally controlled by three or more genes and are thus called as polygenic trait. Beside the involvement of multiple genes, polygenic inheritance also takes into account the influence of environment. Human skin color is another classic example for this. In a polygenic trait, the phenotype reflects the contribution of each allele. That is, the effect of each allele is additive. To understand this better, let us assume that the three genes ABC control skin color in human, and with the dominant form ABC responsible for dark skin color and the recessive form ABC for light skin color. The genotype with all the dominant alleles will have the darkest skin color, and with all the recessive will have the lightest skin color. As expected, the genotype with three dominant allele and three recessive allele will have an intermediate skin color. In this manner, the number of each type of allele in the genotype would determine the darkness or lightness of the skin in an individual. Okay, pleiotropy. We have so far seen the effect of a gene on a single phenotype or trait. There are, however, instances where a single gene can exhibit multiple phenotypic expressions. Such a gene is called pleiotropic gene. The underlying mechanism of pleiotropic in most cases is the effect of a gene on metabolic pathway, which contribute towards different phenotype. An example of this is the disease phenylketonuria, which occurs in human. The disease is caused by mutation in the gene that code for the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. Single gene mutation. This manifests itself through phenotypic expression characterized by mental retardation, reduction in hair and skin pigmentation. Sex determination. The mechanism of sex determination has always been a puzzle before the geneticist. The initial clue about the genetic chromosomal mechanism of sex determination can be traced back to some of the experiments carried out in insect. In fact, the biological observation made in a number of insects led to the development of the concept of genetic chromosomal basis of sex determination. Hanking 1891 could trace a specific nuclear structure all through spermatogenesis in a few insects, and it was also observed by him that 50% of the sperm received this structure after spermatogenesis, whereas the other 50% sperm did not receive it. Hanking gave a name to this structure as the X body, but could not explain its significance. But a further investigation by other scientists led to the conclusion that the X body of Hankin was in fact a chromosome. And that is why it was given the name X chromosome. It was also observed in a large number of insects. The mechanism of sex determination is the exotype. That is, all egg bears on an additional X chromosome beside the other chromosome autosomes. On the other hand, some of the sperm bear the X chromosome while others do not. Eggs fertilized by sperm having an X chromosome become female, and those fertilized by sperm that do not have X chromosome become male. Do you think the number of chromosomes in the female and the male are equal due to the involvement of X chromosome in the determination of sex? It was designated to be sex chromosome, and the rest of the chromosomes were named as autosomes. Grasshopper is one example of exotype of sex determination, in which the male have only one X chromosome beside the autosome, whereas female have a pair of X chromosome. These observations led to the investigation of a number of species to understand the mechanism of sex determination in a number of other insects and mammal, including XY type of sex determination is seen where both male and female have same number of chromosomes. Among the male and X chromosome is present, but its counterpart is distinctly smaller and called the Y chromosome. Female, however, have a pair of X chromosome. Both male and female bear same number of autosomes. Hence, the male have autosomes plus X and XY, while female have autosome plus XX. In human being and in Drosophila, the male have one X and one Y chromosome, whereas female have a pair of X chromosome beside autosomes 4.1a-b. पढ़ लेते हैं फिर इसकी फिगर पे जाएंगे. In the above description, you have studied about two type of sex determining mechanism, that is the exotype and XY type. But in both cases, male produce two different type of gamete, either with or without X chromosome, or some gamete with X chromosome and some with Y chromosome. Such type of sex determination mechanism is designated to be the example of male heterogamity. In some other organism, example birds, a different mechanism of sex determination is observed. 4.12c. In this case, the total number of chromosomes is same in both male and female, but two different type of gamete in term of the sex chromosome are produced by female, that is female heterogamity. In order to have distinction with the mechanism of sex determination described earlier, the two different sex chromosomes of the bird has been designated to be Z and W chromosome. In these organisms, the female have one Z and one W chromosome, whereas male have a pair of Z chromosome beside the autosomes. अब देख लेते हैं डायग्राम जी. ठीक है, कुछ नहीं बताया है पूरे में, सिर्फ इतना ही बताया है कि ह्यूमन और इस इंसेक्ट में जिसका नाम है ड्रोसोफिला, आई गेस ड्रोसोफिला जी, ह्यूमन और ड्रोसोफिला में बिल्कुल सेम मैकेनिज्म चलता है. मेल हेट्रोगेमिटी होती है, मेल में एक्स वाई होता है, एक्स वाई होता है, फीमेल में एक्स एक्स होता है, एक्स एस होता है. बट यहाँ पे जैसे मुर्गी टाइप लोग हैं, ग्रास होपर टाइप लोग हैं, इनका मैकेनिज्म अलग होता है. ठीक है, इसमें क्या होता है, इसमें मेल नहीं फीमेल हेट्रोगेमिटी होती है और मेल जो है वो होमोगेमिटी शो करता है. यानी सेम सेम इनकी फीमेल के हाथ में होता है कि चूजा होगा या चूजी होगी, समझ रहे हो, मतलब मुर्गे का बेटा होगा या मुर्गी की बेटी होगी, ये फीमेल के हाथ में होता है, और हमारे यहाँ पे ये मेल के हाथ में होता है. इन द सेंस वैसे तो इट्स नेचर चॉइस, बट डिपेंड तो उस पर ही करता है ना. अब जिसके पास दोनों चीजें सेम है उस पर क्या ही डिपेंड करेगा, वो तो अपना हर सूरत में एक्स ही देगी ना फीमेल हमारे केस में. ऐसे ही ये मुर्गे वाले केस में है कि वो हर सूरत में अपना भाई जेड ही देगा, उसके पास एक ही है तो वो एक ही दे सकता है ना, एक ही टाइप है मतलब. ठीक है, ग्रास ओपर में क्या होता है, इनके मेल के पास सिर्फ एक्स होता है और दूसरा वाला हिस्सा खाली होता है. ठीक है, इनकी फीमेल के पास पेयर होता है एक्स एक्स का. यहाँ पे भी ग्रास ओपर के पास चॉइस है, अगर वो खाली वाले हिस्से से मेट करवा दे तो फिर लड़का बन जाएगा ग्रास ओपर का, और वो भरे वाले हिस्से से करवा दे तो बेटी बन जाएगी ग्रास ओपर की. तो ग्रास ओपर की फैमिली में ना घुसते हुए और इस चीज़ को समझते हुए हम आगे बढ़ते हैं. उसका पर्सनल मामला है भाई साहब. सेक्स डिटर्मिनेशन इन ह्यूमन अभी पूरा पढ़ लिया यार, फिर पढ़ना पड़ेगा. मुझे रिपीटेड चीज़ें पढ़ने में लिटरली बहुत अंदर से बुरा लगता है. It has been mentioned that the sex determining mechanism in case of human is XY type. Of the 23 pair of chromosomes present, 22 are exactly same in both male and female. There are the autosomes. A pair of X are present in the female, whereas the presence of an X and Y chromosome are determinant of the male characteristic. During spermatogenesis among male, two type of gamete are produced. 50% of the total sperm produced carry the X chromosome, and the rest 50% has Y chromosome beside the autosome. Female, however, produce only one type of ovum with an X chromosome. There is an equal probability of fertilization of the ovum with the sperm carrying either X or Y chromosome. In case the ovum fertilizes with a sperm carrying X chromosome, the zygote develop into a female XX, and the fertilization of ovum with Y chromosome carrying sperm result into a male offspring. Thus, it is evident that it is the genetic makeup of the sperm that determines the sex of the child. It is also evident that in each pregnancy, there is always 50% probability of either a male or a female child. In unfortunate in our society, women are blamed for giving birth to male or female and have been or castrated and ill treated because of the false notion. समझाइए लोगों को कि भाई आदमी पे डिपेंड करता है, औरत को ब्लेम करना बंद कर दे. बीइंग अ फीमेल चाइल्ड, भाई हमारे यहाँ से कुछ नहीं होता. The sex determination in honey bee is based on the number of set of chromosome an individual receive. An offspring formed from the union of a sperm and egg develop as a female queen or worker, and an unfertilized egg as male grown by means of parthenogenesis. ओ भाई, मतलब यहाँ पे तो इज्जत ही खत्म कर दी. पार्थेनोजेनेसिस से बना दिया सीधा मेल को कि भाई तू जा, अनफर्टिलाइज है, तू लड़का बन जा. ठीक है. और फीमेल को इस पे डिपेंड करता है भाई, वो क्वीन तब बनती है जब वो किसी एक स्पेसिफिक, पता नहीं क्या, कुछ जेली है या ब्रेड है, डिडंट रिमेम्बर एग्जैक्टली, बस उस पे जाके फीड करती है तो वो क्वीन बन जाती है. सोच रहे खाना खाने पे क्वीन बनाई जा रही है कि अगर तूने उस पे जाके खा लिया तो तू क्वीन. This means that the male have the number of chromosomes that then half the number of chromosomes than that of female. The female are diploid having 32 chromosome and male are haploid that is having 16 chromosome. This is called as haplodiploid sex determination system and has special characteristic features such as male produce sperm by mitosis 4.13 में दिखाया गया है. फीमेल है 32 की, म्योसिस करा, 16 मला बना और मेल बन गया 16 का. मेल है माइटोसिस करा, फिर 16 का बना, फिर फीमेल बन गई 32. ठीक है. नंबर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम है ये. They do not have father and thus cannot have son but have a grandfather and have grandson. यानी उनके पास पापा और बेटा नहीं होगा पर दादा और पोता होगा. ठीक है. एग्जैक्ट लाइन याद कर लो अगर जिसको समझ नहीं आई हो. ठीक है. हाउ इज द सेक्स डिटर्मिनेशन मैकेनिज्म डिफरेंट इन द बर्ड, ये तो अभी समझा दिया. आगे आते हैं म्यूटेशन यानी गड़बड़ी. कुछ तो बात है, दया पता लगाओ क्या ही गड़बड़ी हो गई है इंसान के अंदर. म्यूटेशन इज अ फिनोमेना व्हिच रिजल्ट इन ऑल्टरेशन ऑफ डीएनए सीक्वेंस एंड consequently result in changes in the genotype and the phenotype of an organism. In addition to recombination, mutation is another phenomena that lead to variation in DNA. As you will learn in chapter 5, one DNA helix run continuously from one end to the other in each chromatid in a highly supercoiled form. Therefore, loss, deletion or gain, insertion, duplication, a segment of DNA result in alternation in chromosomes. Since genes are known to be located on chromosome, alternation in chromosome result in abnormalities or aberration. Chromosome aberration are commonly observed in cancer cells. In addition to the above, mutation also arise due to the change in a single base pair of DNA. This is known as point mutation. A classical example of such a mutation is sickle cell anemia. Deletion and insertion of base pair of DNA causes frameshift mutation. See chapter 5. Okay, chapter 5 पढ़ तो लिया हमने molecular. The mechanism of mutation is beyond the scope of this discussion at this level. However, there are many chemical and physical factors that induce mutation. These are referred to as mutations. UV radiation can cause mutation in organism. It is a mutation. Male, female, sex unspecified, affected individual, mating between relative, consanguineous mating, parents above and children below in order of birth, left to right, parent with male child affected with disease, 5 are affected offspring. ये देखिए पूरे का सबका सिंबल है. ठीक है. एज इट इज दिमाग में फिट होना चाहिए इसका क्या है. और इसमें यही है कि डिलीशन और इंसर्शन के बेसिस पे अगर एक क्रोमोसोम बढ़ गया या एक क्रोमोसोम कम हो गया तो मतलब दिक्कत हो गई, फिर तो कुछ ना कुछ बीमारी आ गई। जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर्स, लास्ट टॉपिक ऑफ दिस होलसम चैप्टर। ठीक है, पेडिग्री एनालिसिस, द आइडिया दैट डिसऑर्डर आर इनहेरिटेड हैज बीन प्रिवेलिंग इन द ह्यूमन सोसाइटी सिंस लॉन्ग। दिस वाज बेस्ड ऑन द heritability of certain characteristic features in family. After the rediscovery of mental work, the practice of analyzing inheritance pattern of trait in human being began. Since it is evident that control processes that can be performed in pea plant or some other organism are not possible in case of human being. सर्दी, क्योंकि ह्यूमन बीइंग का लाइफ स्पैन इतना बड़ा है कि एक आदमी तो जिंदा, जो ऑब्जर्वर है वो इतना टाइम जिंदा नहीं रह सकता। तो क्या करते हैं लोग, ट्री बना लेते हैं घर वालों से पूछ पूछ के कि भाई पहले 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 अगर कोई होता है तो देन फिर उसको ट्री मेंटेन कर देते हैं। स्टडी ऑफ द फैमिली हिस्ट्री about inheritance of a particular trait provide an alternative. Such an analysis of trait in several generations of family is called pedigree analysis. पेडिग्री में कभी कभी क्वेश्चन आता है, हर साल का क्वेश्चन फिक्स नहीं है। इन द पेडिग्री एनालिसिस द इनहेरिटेंस ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर ट्रेट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन द फैमिली ट्री ओवर जनरेशन. In human genetic pedigree study provide a strong tool which is utilized to trace the inheritance of a specific trait, abnormality or disease. Some of the important standard symbol used in the pedigree analysis have been shown in figure 4.13. As we have studied in this chapter, each and every feature in any organism is controlled by one or the other gene located on the DNA present in the chromosome. DNA is the carrier of genetic information. It is transmitted from one generation to the other without any change or alternation. However, changes or alternation do take place occasionally. Such an alternation or change in the genetic material is referred to as mutation. A number of disorders in human beings have been found to be associated with the inheritance of change or altered gene on chromosomes. Mendelian disorders. This is also important. आता है इससे क्वेश्चन. It's like fix a question. Broadly, genetic disorder may be grouped into two categories: Mendelian and chromosomal. Mendelian diseases are mainly determined by alternation or mutation in the single gene. This disorder is transmitted to the offspring on the same line, as we have studied in the principle of inheritance. The pattern of inheritance of such Mendelian disorder can be traced in a family by pedigree analysis. Most common and prevalent Mendelian disorder are hemophilia, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, color blindness, phenylketonuria, thalassemia, etc. It is important to mention here that such Mendelian disorder may be dominant or recessive. By pedigree analysis, one can easily understand whether the trait in question is dominant or recessive. Similarly, the trait may also be linked to the sex chromosome, as in case of hemophilia. It is evident that this X-linked recessive trait shows transmission from carrier female to male progeny. A representative pedigree is shown in figure 4.14 for dominant recessive trait. Discuss with your teacher and design pedigree for character linked to both autosome and sex chromosome. सारी बीमारियां बता दी हैं इसमें कि कौन कौन सी पढ़ने वाले हैं, हम सबको डिटेल में अभी आगे जाके पढ़ाएंगे। ठीक है, और इम्पोर्टेंट है भाई, मैं ये कहूँगी इम्पोर्टेंट है, आता है। कभी कभी ये पेडिग्री सेम उठा के दे देते हैं और पूछ लेते हैं बताओ किसका है, तो याद रखो। फर्स्ट वाला इज माइटोनिक डिस्ट्रोफी एंड सेकेंड वाला इसको सिकल सेल एनीमिया। ठीक है, अभी यार पेडिग्री सॉल्व करने का भी तरीका होता है कि कैसे सॉल्व होती है, बट इतना क्वेश्चन आते नहीं है, तो नहीं भी पेडिग्री से कभी कभी क्वेश्चन आता है, टेस्ट में आ जाता है, बट अगर नहीं भी सॉल्व हो रहा तो इतना हार्ड नहीं होता है। एक बार दो बार देखोगे समझ में आ जाएगा कैसे होता है, एंड इट विल बी फिक्स इन योर माइंड. It is sex color blinded. It is sex linked recessive disorder due to defect in either red or green cone of eye, resulting in failure to discriminate between red or green color. लाल हरे में फर्क पता नहीं चलता. This defect is due to mutation in certain gene present in the X chromosome. It occurs in about 8% of the male and only about 0.4% of female. This is because the gene that led to red-green color blindness are on the X chromosomes. Male have only one X chromosome and female have two. The son of a woman who carries the gene has a 50% chance of being colorblind. The mother is not herself colorblind because the gene is recessive. That means that its effect is suppressed by her matching dominant normal gene. A girl will not normally be colorblind unless her mother is a carrier and her father is a colorblind. यानी लड़कियों को इसमें फायदा है. और जितने भी आपको इसमें डिजीज पढ़ाई जाएंगी ऐसा लगेगा कि लड़कियों को ही फायदा है, क्योंकि सारी एक्स बेस पढ़ाई जाएंगी या फिर ऑटोसोमल वाली पढ़ाई जाएंगी। ऑटोसोमल वाले में तो कोई लड़का लड़की वाला चक्कर नहीं होता, बस सेक्स लिंक जो एक्स क्रोमोसोम पे होती है उसमें होता है कि भाई एक्स क्रोमोसोम पे है तो लड़की कैरियर बन जाती है, शो नहीं करता। और अगर इन फ्यूचर उसका हस्बैंड निकलता है कलर ब्लाइंड या फिर हीमोफिलिक, तो भाई उसकी बेटी में भी शो करेगा और बेटे में भी शो करेगा। चांसेस मतलब इस पे भी प्रोबेबिलिटी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन बनते हैं, तो वो सॉल्व करना इज मस्ट। This sex-linked recessive disease, which shows its transmission from an affected carrier female to some of the male progeny, has been widely studied. In this disease, a single protein that is a part of the cascade of protein involved in the clotting of blood is affected. Due to this, in an affected individual, a simple cut will result in non-stop bleeding. The heterozygous female carrier for hemophilic may transmit the disease to son. The possibility of a female becoming a hemophilic is extremely rare because mother of such a female has to be least carrier and the father should be hemophilic, unviable in the later stage of life. The family pedigree of Queen Victoria show a number of hemophilic descendants as she was a carrier of the disease. पूछ लेते हैं बहुत बार क्वीन विक्टोरिया कौन सी डिसीज की कैरियर थी। Sickle cell anemia. This is an autosomal linked recessive trait that can be transmitted from parent to the offspring when both the parents are carried for the gene or heterozygous. The disease is controlled by a single pair of allele HBA and HBS. Out of three possible genotypes, only homozygous individual for HBS, HBS, HBS show the disease, यानी रिसेसिव ऑटोसोमल है। ठीक है, इंडिविजुअल अपियर में अनअफेक्टेड, जो हेटेरोजाइगस होगा वो अनअफेक्टेड रह जाएगा, आर कैरियर ऑफ द डिसीज एज देयर इज 50% प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ द म्यूटेंट जीन टू द प्रोजेनी, thus exhibiting sickle cell trait. The disease defect is caused by substituting of glutamic acid by valine at the sixth position of the beta globin chain, as it is line out किया जाती है of the hemoglobin molecule. The substitution of amino acid in the globin protein result due to single base substitution in the sex codon of the beta globin chain from GAG to GUG. The mutation hemoglobin molecule undergo polymerization under low oxygen tension, causing the change in the shape of the RBC and from biconcave disc to elongated सिकल लाइक स्ट्रक्चर। फिगर 4.15 देख लेते हैं अब आके। यहाँ पे सिट्रिसी GAG ग्लूटामिक एसिड आना था एक नॉर्मल के हिसाब से, बट क्या हो जाता है GAG की जगह GTG हो जाता है, फिर CAC हो जाता है और फिर GUG हो जाता है और ग्लूटामिक एसिड की जगह वेलिन आ जाता है और बंदा हो जाता है बीमार, सिकल सेल एनीमिया से ग्रसित हो जाता है। इसमें आरबीसी बाइकॉनकेव शेप की हो जाती है। ठीक है, ये दिखाई रखा है यहाँ पे, इंपॉर्टेंट है पूरा सिकल सेल एनीमिया भाई, करके जाओ, क्यों रिस्क लेना। फिनाइलकेटोनुरिया, this inborn error of metabolism is also inherited as the autosomal recessive trait. The affected individual lacks an enzyme that converts the amino acid phenylalanine into tyrosine. As a result of phenylalanine is accumulated and converted into phenylpyruvic acid and other derivative. Accumulation of these in brain result in mental retardation. They also excrete through urine because of its poor absorption by kidney. जो जो अंडरलाइन कर रहे हो उसको क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है और चांसेस हैं आगे भी आए। थैलेसीमिया, this is an autosome linked recessive blood disease transmitted from parents to the offspring when both the partners are unaffected, carried for the gene or heterozygous. The defect could be due to either mutation or deletion, which ultimately result in a reduced rate of synthesis of one of the globin chain, alpha and beta chain that make up hemoglobin. This causes the formation of abnormal hemoglobin molecule resulting into anemia, which is characteristic of the disease. Thalassemia can be classified according to which chain of the hemoglobin molecule is affected. The alpha thalassemia production of alpha globin chain is affected, while in beta thalassemia production of beta globin chain is affected. Alpha thalassemia is controlled by two closely linked gene HBA1, HBA2, chromosome of 16 on chromosome 16 of each parent, and it is observed due to mutation or deletion of one or more of the four genes. The more gene affected, the less alpha globin molecule produced. By beta thalassemia is controlled by a single gene HBB on chromosome 11 of each parent. occurs due to mutation of one or both the genes. Thalassemia differ from sickle cell anemia in that the former is a quantitative problem of synthesizing too few globin molecule, while the latter is a qualitative problem of synthesizing an incorrectly functioning globin. Autosomal link recessive blood disease ध्यान में रखने is very very important. आगे बढ़ते हैं क्रोमोसोमल डिसीजेस. Chromosomal disorders. The chromosomal disorder, on the other hand, are caused due to the absence or excess or abnormal arrangement of one or more chromosome. Failure of segregation of chromosome during cell division cycle result in the gain or loss of a chromosome called aneuploidy. For example, Down syndrome result in the gain of extra copy of chromosome 21. Similarly, Turner syndrome result due to loss of an X chromosome in human female. Failure of cytokinesis after telophase stage of cell division result in an increase in a whole set of chromosome in an organism, and this phenomena is known as polyploidy. This condition is often seen in plants. The number of chromosomes in a normal human cell is 46, 23 pair. Out of these, 22 pair are autosome and one pair of chromosome are sex chromosomes. Sometimes, though rarely, either an additional copy of a chromosome may be included in an individual, or an individual may lack one or any one pair of a chromosome. This situation are known as trisomy or monosomy of a chromosome respectively. Such a situation lead to a very serious consequences in the individual. Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome are common example of chromosomal disorders. The Down syndrome. The cause of this genetic disorder is the presence of additional copy of chromosome 20 chromosome number 21, trisomy of 21. This disorder was first described by Langdon Down 1866. The affected individual is short, saturate, with small round head, furrowed tongue, and partially open mouth. Palm is broad with characteristic palm crease. Physical, psychomotor, and mental development is retarded. यहाँ पे दिखाया गया है सब कुछ. ठीक है. बिग एंड रिंकल टंग, ब्रॉड फ्लैट फेस, congenital heart disease, flat back of head, many loops on fingertip, palm crease. पूरा दिखा दिया है. आगे बढ़ते हैं. डाउन सिंड्रोम हो गया. Klinefelter syndrome. This genetic disorder is also caused due to the presence of an additional copy of X chromosome, resulting into a karyotype of 47. XXY, such an individual has overall masculine development. However, the feminine development of breast gynecomastia is also expressed 4.17 A. Such individual is sterile. Important है भाई, ये भी इससे भी क्वेश्चन आता है. This is Klinefelter वाला. Turner syndrome. Such are disorders caused due to the absence of one of the X chromosome, that is 45 with X. So such female are sterilized as ovaries are rudimentally beside other females, including lack of other secondary sexual characters. This is underdeveloped feminine character. ओके, समरी पर आ जाते हैं. समरी भी अच्छी खासी बड़ी है भाई, बहुत बड़ी है. Genetics is the branch of biology which deal with principle of inheritance and its practices. Progeny resembling the parents in morphological and physiological features has attracted the attention of male biologists. Mendel was the first to study this phenomena systematically. While studying the pattern of inheritance in pea plant of contrasting characters, Mendel proposed the principle of inheritance, which are today refers to as Mendel law of inheritance. He proposed that the factor later named as genes regulating the character are found in pair known as alleles. He observed that the expression of the character in the offspring follow a definite pattern in different first generation F1 and F2 and so on. Some characters are dominant over others. The dominant characters are expressed when factors are in heterozygous condition. Law of dominance. The recessive character are only expressed in homozygous condition. The character never blend in heterozygous condition. A recessive character that was not expressed in heterozygous condition may be expressed Again, when it become homozygous, hence character segregate while formation of gamete. Law of segregation. Not all characters shows true dominance. Some characters show incomplete and some show codominance. When Mendel studied the inheritance of two characters together, it was found that the factor of independently assort and combine in all permutation and combination. Law of independent assortment. Different combination of gamete are theoretically represented in a square tabular form known as square, Punnett square. The factor known as gene on chromosome regulating the character are called the genotype, and the physical expression of the character is called phenotype. After knowing that the gene are located on the chromosome, a good relation was drawn between Mendel law, segregation and assortment of chromosome during meiosis. The Mendel law were extended in the form of chromosomal theory of inheritance. Later, it was found that Mendel law of independent assortment does not hold true for the genes that were located on the same chromosome. These genes were called as linked genes. Closely located gene assorted together and distinctly located gene due to recombination assorted independently. Linked maps therefore correspond to arrangement of a chromosome. Many genes were linked to sexes also and called as sex-linked gene. The two sexes, male and female, were found to have a set of chromosomes which were common and another set which was different. The chromosomes which were different in two sexes were named as sex chromosome. The remaining set was named as autosome. In human, a normal female has 22 pair of autosome and a pair of sex chromosome. XX, a male has 22 pair of autosome and a pair of sex chromosome as XY. In chicken, sex chromosome in male are ZZ and in female are ZW. Mutation is defined as change in the genetic material. A point mutation is a change of a single base pair in DNA. Sickle cell anemia is caused due to change of one base in the gene coding for beta chain of hemoglobin. Inheritable mutation can be studied by generating a pedigree of a family. Some mutation involves changes in a whole set of a chromosome, polyploidy, or a change in a subset of chromosome number, aneuploidy. With this help in understanding the mutational basis of genetic disorder. Down syndrome is due to trisomy of chromosome 21, there is a copy of chromosome 21 and consequently the number of chromosome become 47 in Turner syndrome. One X chromosome is missing and X chromosome is as XO, and in Klinefelter syndrome the condition is XXY. These can be easily studied by analysis of karyotype. चैप्टर हो चुका है डन हमारा, कर लिया है हमने कंप्लीट. बहुत बड़ा चैप्टर था बट फिर भी कर लिया. बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर अस. क्लैप क्लैप क्लैप. एंड पढ़ते रहिए, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. बाय बाय.